Welcome back to the conversation. Interesting conversation we had earlier, and now we also have another interesting conversation. Today we'll be talking about music. We all hear music from Afrobeats with the S to Afropop, and we enjoy, we dance, but we don't know what comes behind the camera, those who work, those people you don't see, you don't hear them, you hardly hear their names. Those we call the master strategists. Those are the people that identify, these things that form the whole music itself that we enjoy. This morning we have Antonio Emmanuel Ode. He's a creative director and talent manager, Loom Music, Richie Music Empire. And he will be talking about music and artist management in Lagos. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I was asking, were you born and bred in Lagos, or when did you move to Lagos? And you said, you had your childhood in Osun State, and then now you're in Lagos. We've also witnessed a lot of artists, musicians moving into Lagos, to allow to let their music blow and be recognized. Take us through the journey of you being a musical artist manager or a music manager. Which one? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why not music? You being a musician yourself.
Although I have passion for music, I went from my childhood. I belong to a choir. I'm a choir member in Catholic Church. I think Catholic Church. So I play instruments. So I don't know that God was planning me up for something. So I can play different instruments aside keyboard and trumpet. But I can play akuba, gong, because my name is Antonio Emmanuel Ode. I'm from Benue State. I was born in Osun State, Osogbo to be precise. So I did my primary school in Osun State. Then from my institution in Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, Kaduna. So me finishing my studies in Zaria, I came back to Lagos to face
life. What did you study? Did they have any relation with
Anglican? It does not have any. I studied Anglican engineering.
Okay. It has no relation with music
at all. So how the music came in was my brother used to work in Sound City with the David. So then I was still, as a young boy, I was still striving. So we got an appointment in Sound City as the PR. So I used to stay at home with him. So sometimes I say, bro, let me follow you.
Let me be your IT.
Exactly. Let me be your PA. So that's how it all started. So I say, I'm ready to understudy you as a PR in Sound City, work in Spice TV. So I follow him. I understudy his works, his routine. So I put my head down. So he taught me a whole lot of things. So from there, that's why I first got my knowledge about music management. You work in music channels. So sometimes we go to programs, we go out with artists. So before you know it, if I tell artists that I work in a media house, before you know it, they start, bros, come help us put songs in different your platform, your channels.
Yeah.
So I now see it as a very nice. I didn't plan for it, so I need to train myself, get requisite knowledge about public relations, music, PR. So from there, today now
you're an expert.
I've worked with a couple of labels, and I've worked with a couple of artists too that
we know.
Though they are not, yeah.
We know.
Yeah, I work with
that we know.
Yeah, I've actually worked with
Thank you.
I've worked with Nif Keys.
Ah, okay.
I think his brother was here. I followed the program. His brother came
his
here
brother
for
came, yeah, he was on the show.
on the show
Oh,
IBK.
IBK.
Yeah, I used to work with Nif Keys like at Omole Estate. Then Omole Estate, I was the one paying. I was the studio manager. I will pay his services now. But Nif Keys is not a first. Like if you mention top producers in Nigeria, between number 1 to 5, Nif Keys
Is one of them.
he's doing very fantastic. He's doing well, and again, I've been able to actually work with street artists, the like of Tife. Tife, like he was a mechanic. We did a content and it went viral.
That boy that was singing, is that the one you were talking about?
Tife, there is a mechanic boy that I was behind the him. People recognizing discovery exactly, yes. So he's a mechanic boy. He was a mechanic boy. So he's a producer went out. There's a producer. His name is Poppy.
Yeah, I know that.
I think
they went really viral.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think the producer already came here before because I have colleagues here that I used to send them down to like Alaboy. I have some colleagues here that
Alaboy.
I'm very close to the media. So I'm very close to the media. So I sent a couple of people down to different media houses to.
All right, let's quickly, when you say talent management manager, artist manager, what exactly about the talent or the artist are you all about? Is it from the production of the music, the sound, or what exactly is it when you say, this person is a talent or a music manager?
A talent manager, it's an individual that give guidance to the artist in a whole lot of ways. A talent manager work with a lot of people, a lot of creatives. A talent manager work with a producer from recording, distributing the songs, getting gigs for the artists.
Okay.
A talent manager work with accountants. Talent manager work with lawyers. Talent manager work with merchandise companies. Talent manager work with IT experts.
Okay.
Talent manager work with endorsement experts. So
what about
talent manager is a very broad.
What about sourcing for talent? Is it part of the
That is
responsibility?
basically exactly. You know, we have different type of artist manager. Let me elaborate. We have talent manager first. Then we have tour manager, stroke road manager.
Okay.
Then we also have business manager.
Okay. So a tour manager.
Talent manager is the one that discovered the artist from scratch. They work with the artist from scratch. The tour manager is the one in charge of booking agents, all the gigs. You carry the artist from one tour to the other. While the business manager handle the legal part of the artist music production, and as well as the not only the bookings, handle the legal, handle the finances of royalties of the artist.
Okay.
It's a very broad.
But can a talent manager do all these three that you've mentioned?
Like me, I'm an artist manager, stroke talent manager, because I've actually like discovered a whole lot of some Gen Z artists.
Right.
So I've worked with them from scratch. At least they are now.
Yeah. So now my question is, as a talent manager, can you also act as a tour manager and a business manager, or as a talent manager, face your work squarely and let another person be the tour manager and another person the business manager?
With talent manager, actually, I've gone through different phases. Like there is no how you not have a little bit of insight on tour manager. You have a little bit of
So it's graduation.
Is graduation,
More or less like
exactly,
graduation. So
exactly.
you
So
probably graduate from business to tour.
Exactly.
And then as a talent manager, you become the head of the arrow. And then
Of the arrow.
yes, now.
Arrow meta.
So you are there, and then you can then know who will serve as a tour manager and a business manager. Meaning that, you know, as a talent manager, you have an idea, so they cannot come and bamboozle you about anything.
Never.
But definitely, you still need other people to act in that capacity.
Exactly.
I'm only asking because some people will act as all
Yes.
And
they-
then-
sometimes
and
they
then-
get their artist in trouble.
in trouble. So is it right that one person acts as the talent manager, the business manager, and the tour manager?
No, it's not right.
You've just answered my question. That's
That is
it.
it.
I just wanted you to help us create, you know, that balance. Because some people will tell you, yes, I am the talent manager, I'm the business manager, I'm the tour manager. So it's okay to have everybody play their role.
Yes.
And then the talent manager coordinates everybody.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah?
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, that's
Exactly.
fine. That's fine. But when you also do, for the talent manager, how important is it also? Because again, if you discover somebody from the scratch, at some point in time, the artist will tell you, okay, this is what I want. You can't dictate
Stick to me.
to me.
Who is really the boss?
Exactly.
Is it the artist
So-
or
Are
the-
there understandings from the beginning that the talent manager remains in control, in quotes? Because again, you hear things like, oh, you think so you don't blow or you have arrived. So now it is the artist that wants to call the shots. So are there do you from the onset say that, okay, this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be, so that you do not also have some kind of rancor or an artist getting angry and saying, you know what, Oga, I can fire you.
I know do again.
Is it possible?
Let me say something very important. Music is a very serious business. So you don't mix music with emotions.
Okay.
So that's why music, as a music person, as an artist is a brand. So you as the manager, you are the head of the brand. You are the one that will make sure that the brand is perfectly okay. So there are different personnel when it comes to all these music executives. You need an entertainment lawyer. Entertainment lawyer is very, very, very important. Do you understand? Entertainment lawyer is the one that interprets contracts. He interprets contracts of the artist. So an artist cannot put aside artist manager's opinion. So artist manager is the one in charge of, he's the one in control of the artist. It is what he say is the final, because he's the one that has the networks. He know how the industry work. He has the network of the industry experts. So the artist is just someone that we are grooming. And before you can actually even call yourself as an artist, you have to go through developmental stages. So they need to train you. These are how you do. So it is, we lay the rules and regulations for the artist to actually succeed, because we've seen a lot. So the question he asked earlier about artists getting, sorry, you asked a question about an artist.
Calling the shot or saying that,
I want to have the final
want,
say.
and then decide what happens.
No, earlier, because I'll answer your question that artists cannot decide.
Artists cannot decide.
It is, you have to be in charge. Artist manager is in charge of all the affair. It's like he's the project manager. Do you understand? He's the one that because he's experienced. Okay, I remember the question you asked then about, you asked a question that I didn't answer it with. I got the answer now.
Okay.
I want to answer it very well. But the thing is just skipping.
Escaping your head.
Yeah, escaping my head.
Is it
Yeah.
about the talent manager, the roots manager, and is
Okay.
it about
Doing the work
of everybody?
everybody together. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember. You can't actually do the work of everybody together.
Okay.
It's not, because artists, management, there are a lot of processes, there are a lot of personnel you work with. You work with social media manager, you work with entertainment lawyer, you work with artists. There's artist repertoire. Artist repertoire is even the one in charge of all those developmental stages for artists. He's the one in charge of the publishing, the recording. He's the one that will tell the artists, the best people to actually collaborate with, the people that fit into his brand, the people that represent his brand. There are some artists that their sounds are likes. You know, we have Afro sounds, Afro music, Afro soul. So the Afro soul, there are some particular artists that are doing that genre of music. So if you want to collaborate for an Afro soul artist, it's better, it's advisable for you to actually collaborate with your colleague, the one that has the massive trends, engagement, exactly. You know, collaboration is numbers, understand? The one that have higher numbers. More than you feature, then you get to trends.
Okay. You know, when we started the program, I said, you know, there's been an influx of artists and, of course, artist managers into Lagos, because that is the belief, you know, that will make their music blow. Okay. Why has Lagos, you know, continued to be like a magnet that is attracting, you know, artists and, you know, music directors or creative directors, yes, like you, and talent managers to Lagos?
Lagos is the capital entertainment of Nigeria. So, for the fact that Lagos is the capital entertainment of Nigeria, for the fact that the media houses are all here, the showbiz are all here, the clubs are all here, the companies are here, the people accept, Yoruba culture accepts.
Why Yoruba?
Yeah, exactly.
Why Yoruba? That's
exactly.
interesting.
You know he was born in Osun.
Yeah. So I know what I'm saying.
You know.
Exactly. So basically, Lagos is the headquarters of entertainment in Nigeria.
Okay.
So you can't compare nightlife with Lagos to Abuja, nightlife in Lagos to Abuja, to Port Harcourt. So here, 8 a.m. people are still in the club. Do you understand? It's not like Abuja. So the fact that Lagos is the capital of entertainment in Nigeria helps the creative
industry
a
to
lot.
want to-
Exactly.
But what are some of the I mean, Lagos, and like you've said, the Yorubas yes, are quite accommodative, and
Very
Lagos is a Yoruba state, whether we like it or not. So, what are some of the challenges that artists do have, or that creatives have? Because again, we know that usually when you're acceptable, or when you've been accepted in Lagos. Then they've accepted you practically
Everywhere.
not only in Nigeria, even outside Nigeria. So what are some of the challenges that creative minds like you are also facing in a city like Lagos that is open to everybody? Everybody wants to come to Lagos. And so sometimes it makes you know, the industry saturated, and everybody is striving to get to the top. But for you, as a creative director and a talent manager, who would also want your clients to blow, in quotes?
In quotes.
Yeah, so what are some of the challenges that you face on the job?
Basically, the challenge I actually face from the job is betrayal from the artist itself.
Wow. You know, I was alluding to that fact that sometimes artists will say, let's part ways. I mean, when they feel that they have arrived. So, and I see that your face changed when you've been betrayed many times.
I've been betrayed so many times. There's a lot of artists.
But as a professional, you know, talent manager and creative director, shouldn't betrayal to also be part of
the expectations.
Yes.
No, it's because I was doing the business amateurly before.
Okay.
Yeah. I was.
His face changed. I can see that look. What's in bag?
Like in this industry. So I mean, betrayal from the artist. But what level of betrayal are we even talking about? Is it from the fact that you discovered talent and you expected that you should stick with me now for for many years, and then they decided that, you know what, we're going. So what manner of betrayal really are we talking about here?
Because as a talent manager, the first thing you do is going out there to spot the talents. If you go out there to spot the talents, maybe you, as artist manager, I have my own networks. I have, my colleagues are in the medias. I have top peoples. So I have the OGs. So you now that are not coming up, maybe when you started, I show you road, I will take.
I gave you my contact.
I gave you my, yeah, exactly now. I gave you my contact to actually strive with.
Now you want to.
No, it's not as if, there are some of them, there are some artists that they are not even in, they are not even in Lagos, yeah? But I'm the one that you see, I'm the one that will make sure that,
them,
I make sure that their face is in the media. People are talking about them, DJs are playing their songs. If you go to anywhere, if you go to malls, if you go to clubs, they are banging their songs. You are the one behind all these things. But when the big companies now come, when the big record label come, because they are the one with they are the one to drop
with the
fat,
money, yes, they'll now sideline you.
Before you know it, they already put paper. They've signed.
And that's not nice, really.
Signed.
But I think such.
I think I can I can say something.
But don't mention anybody's name.
It's a very Richie Music Empire used to have an artist. He's a very popular artist. Now I think he signed. She signed. She's a very popular artist. Now, he's in the likes of them. Thames. It's in the like of them Thames.
In that category.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I think the artist was signed to the record label, Richie Music Empire, for like 4 years. So I think she left when
when she got approached.
The record label owner doesn't stay in Nigeria. So, but he left when Sony Music came
and gave the deal.
I gave her a deal and.
Hey, but wait. On a more serious note, let's look at it this way. So, if you are doing a business and you get a higher bidder, are you not allowed to follow the higher bidder?
Yeah, but you have to follow the necessary. There are ways to do all these things now. Okay. There are legal. That's why we have entertainment lawyers.
There are legal means.
There are legal means to actually go through it. You can't just go like that. Yeah, we have to settle in courts. We have to. Yes, now. Yes, we have to settle it.
You know when he talked about betrayal.
Because it's very, 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 very painful. What I do, I will not lie to you. What I do, I put my life
on the risk.
I put my life, I put everything I have.
Time comes for you
there are sometimes in the morning I'll be doing meetings. After my artists perform in radio station, we'll go to club. From club, you can go to like 4-5 clubs. After coming back to clubs for the artist progress, we will still enter inside hotel meetings and do meeting with some stakeholders. You will not sleep for 24 hours, for 14 hours. You will not sleep.
Emmanuel is pained this morning. I mean, so how do you intend to guide against all of this? So now that you know, because you said initially you were operating as an amateur, but right now you've upped your games and all of that. So do you ensure that all your artists they've signed an agreement when you start, and so when you're ready to leave, there are steps to follow. Nobody's saying you cannot leave, but there are steps to be followed, and you probably also need to settle the company first before they take the next step. Is that, have you put that in place now?
You definitely now, the way I operate now is more professionals, and we'll sign, everybody will go into agreement, we'll sign a contract.
Okay.
So, we'll sign a contract. Even if your contract expires, it still permits me to your royalties. You understand? Because artist manager, how we actually earn money. Is percentage from the artist's income. Do you understand? Maybe spending between 15 to 25%. Then on top of the artist's incomes.
Okay.
So
that's how
basically
you make your money.
Put in a proper contract, put it down, then give to your entertainment lawyer, they should sign. Everybody is
happy.
If you want to terminate your contract, then there are clauses to all these things.
Okay.
Do you understand? So you tell you notify your entertainment lawyer. Everybody have lawyers. Then
You bring the papers
you bring
to
the
the
papers
table
together.
and
Yes,
everybody's
they will
happy
sit down. Yes,
at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Is this working? Has this started working?
yeah, it's working. Yeah,
It's
I don't work with any artist without
Without signing.
contracts. Yes.
You have learnt.
Yeah.
You have learnt your
Yeah, and I
lesson.
told you, music business is a very it's not
professional.
It's
It's
serious
not
business.
an all-comers
It's
affair.
serious business. So you don't have to joke with it. You don't add your emotions to the business. You have to be very serious minded because you are putting a lot of things
Efforts in it. Okay.
in it.
Okay, let's look at another aspect of, talent managing. What exactly do you look out for when scouting and signing in a new artist?
When the first feature is you have to be talented. The talents actually speak. For me, most of my artists, creatives I work with, they're talented, and you actually.
But there's something that will say, okay, it's just one thing. It's this that makes this guy or this person, talented. What are some of those things? Could it be how the person raps? Could it be the lyrics? Could it be looks? Could it be body language? There's something that you see that, okay, this is what this one has that will blow. This is what this one, because they all come, with unique qualities.
Yeah, all these things you mentioned, even if you finally, and again, I said something, you have to have the talent, and sometimes talent does not count. But talent, for me, talent counts. Then, if you have to have a little bit of talent, because talent is not the 100% that you must have. If you spot someone, a creative, you can actually change. You can give him a pattern. Like Rema, for example. Rema is a rap artist. When Don Jazzy signed him, when he was in Maven, they changed the style of music.
Okay, so you
do rap. So as a
creative.
artist manager, you can see the future. We see what people will actually, the artist, what is going to look like in the next
few years.
Okay. Exactly. So we are the one to will mold you, because when you go through developmental stages in artist development, you go through series of
trainings and
trainings, exactly, mentoring, exactly. Yeah. So we'll see the one that comes out, what you are comfortable with. Is it rap? Is it Afro soul, Afro beat?
Can you combine?
Exactly. Again, basically now, can you actually perform? Can you do live performance?
Okay, yes.
Because all these things count.
They matter a lot.
Matter a lot.
Before we allow you go, Emmanuel, let's quickly talk about collaborations. When collaborations happen, it's of course the fusion of one or more artists. At that particular point in time, as the talent manager for one artist, how are you working? Are you going to be working with the talent manager or the creative director of another artist, or how does it work when there's a collaboration with your own artist?
With my own, the way I go about it is, I reach out to the manager of the artist. Every artist has his manager. So that's why I said that's where A&R comes in. Do you understand? My department, the A&R, will know who is fit into collaboration with my artist. So the A&R now will consult the manager.
Okay.
So from there now, you get to meet the A&R of the other team. So we'll now work together. After working together, then we'll set a date for recordings. After recording, then we'll negotiate how the royalty is going to be split.
Okay. Between both parties.
Both parties,
okay.
Exactly. Okay. So if you are the one reaching out, there are some artists that, if it's upcoming artists, you want to feature all these bigger artists, then there's collaboration fees.
Okay.
You pay the collaboration fee. So if you pay the collaboration fee, maybe the royalty will be 80-20.
Okay. It will not be equal.
80-30. Yeah, it will not be equal. Yeah. So that's how it basically is. So after you pay, then after you pay for the collapse, then you sign agreement on the royalty. So it's
Okay.
going to, that's basically.
Do you have, just before we go, do you have any word you have for new and upcoming artists, for young people who desire to be artists?
Yeah, I have advice for them is, my advice for them is, it goes beyond talent these days. If it's not talent, does not actually make sure that as a creative talent, as a creative artist, make sure that you put in work to your crafts. Make sure that your lyrics are top notch. Don't just sing whack songs. You understand? Work on your lyrics, and at the same time, make sure that you make use of internet is now accessible. So if you are very hardworking, before you know it, if you put your hard work into the social media platform, you might get noticed by industry experts. Before you know it, it's just a
You
click.
blow.
So you get to meet the right people, and before you know it,
The
story changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Etonu Emmanuel Ode, Creative Director, Talent Manager, Lu Music, Richie Music Empire, and he has told us that music is a serious business. It is beyond sound. Music is a force. You have to take it seriously. And I like the advice he's just dropped for young and aspiring artists. Thank you very much.
Again, I
for
didn't
joining
put.
us.
Thank you. I didn't put putting God first.
Okay, of course.
Putting God first.
Yes, we should always put God first in whatever we do. Thank you once again,
Thank you.
Emmanuel.
Thanks for having me.
We'll go on a short break. When we come back, the conversation continues.